All right, what does that look like? The field. Who do you see? I see.
Hey, me.
There's Benjamin. There's Gordon. Blake's right over here.
I see me.
Will's down there. Good. All right, so here's a question for you guys. Can we read what that says, Gordon?
Is anyone in the offside position right now?
Okay, so these see these little red circles? Who are they?
The other team.
The opponent. Very good, Blake. Good way to use that word. Okay. So,
How you doing? Come.
how many opponents do you see between our players and the goal line?
One.
Where's the goal line, Gordon? Can you show me on this screen? Right there. So how many defensive players are between our players and the goal line right now?
Yes. Most of them.
Most of them. Okay. So can you estimate the count?
5.
Okay. 5 plus
6.
the goalie, right? So they're all between us and the goal. Okay, Nolan, can you go right now and get into an offside position? Get into one. Get into an offside position. So those are now our defenders. I want you to stand in the spot on this field right now, so you're in offside position. So what does that mean? Nope, don't look at the chart. Who knows what an offside position is? Benjamin, can you go get in one right now? Okay, remember why that is? Okay, it's not really facing. There's only one defender between him and the goal, right? That's good. So right now, why don't you go get in an offside position? Do it over there by Gordon. Anywhere over there by Gordon, you find a spot that's offside. Okay, and go stand in it. Okay, perfect choice. These things are like 30 years old. 30 years old. They're old as the trees.
Antiques.
They're kind of antiques. Let's stay out of the shadow here. So
That's
this.
us.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Watch the ball.
The Golden Eagles.
All right. How many players do we play with in the field?
7.
7.
3, 4, 5.
Okay, Jake Miller.
Yeah.
This will be our end of the field. Can you put our players in what our normal kind of arrangement is?
I call this guy. We need the goalie guy.
We don't need the goalie.
I got this guy. Guys. No, I got it.
So we usually have 7 players, right? One of which is what?
I'm usually defense. That's me. Goalie. This is me. Gordon's usually. Didn't they say Jake Miller do it?
That's okay. It's just spread out. We can all do it as a team.
I think Gordon. There's Gordon. Yeah, and this is Aiden.
Okay. Perfect. All right. That's how. Is that where we start?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Jake, here, stay out of the light, Gordon. Jake, can you make right now where the red? Can you put one of the red players in an offside position? Perfect. Why?
Because the ball is behind them and there are 0 defenders in front of him.
How many defenders?
0.
There's 1.
1.
1. So what does he have to have? Do you know?
He has to have the ball in front of him, or to 2 defenders.
Okay, so how can he get onside, Nolan? This guy right here. How can you make him onside? There's 2 ways to do it.
So one way, I could put him back here.
Yep, that's one.
Or
Perfect.
The other way.
Okay, but what's another way to get him onside? What, put him back there without moving the red guy. All right, can anyone help Nolan? How can this guy get onside? Ben Wolf.
So you could bring all of these back.
Exactly.
One of them.
Or how many?
1.
1. Okay, but what's another way to get him onside? What, put him back there without moving the red guy. All right, can anyone help Nolan? How can this guy get onside? Ben Wolf.
You could bring all of these back.
Exactly.
Or just one of them.
Or how many?
One.
One.
Wait, where's Nolan?
Nolan's right over here right now. And Ben Wolf has the ball. Is Nolan offsides?
Yes.
Why?
Because there's zero. There's one defender in front of him, and the ball's behind him.
Okay, so he's in offside position. But if Ben passes the ball here, is Nolan offside?
No.
The referee will not call that. Why?
Because you didn't pass it to him.
He's not involved in the play.
Yeah.
Okay. When I blow the whistle like this, what's that mean? Freeze. In this exercise, it means freeze. Okay. All right. So let's start. You guys. Okay. What does this mean? Nice. Okay, that's a good freeze. Freeze. No. Were you on standing offside? Yeah. Why?
I was past the ball. There was no.
Exactly. You were past the ball and. Exactly. Good. Do it again. Start over here. Good job, Jake. Way to recognize it. Nolan, how can you make Gordon offsides right now? Nice. Why? Okay, what's the easiest way to look at this? No, you're perfect. That's perfect definition. What's another way to think about it? Yeah, where are you? So how many are between Gordon, Ben Wolf? How many are between Gordon? Here, stay right here, Nolan. Between Gordon and the goal line. Who is it? Ben Muir. So Gordon is offside. Perfect. Start it over. Good job. Good job. You figured it out. Nolan, can you tell Ben Wolf how to make Gordon offsides in this situation? What does he need to do? Okay. Freeze. Is Gordon offsides now?
No, he's past the line. Yeah, he is offside. He's past the line.
Doesn't matter where he is.
So?
Is Gordon offside?
Yeah.
Why?
Because zero defenders.
Zero defenders and
And the ball's behind.
and what else?
He's across the middle.
And he's across the middle. Gordon, cross over that line. Freeze. Is Gordon offside now?
No.
Why? Why Ben Wolf?
Because I'm on my side.
Because he's on his side. If you pass the ball through right now, pass, and Gordon runs and gets it, is he offsides?
Yes. No.
What's the answer?
No.
Why? Because when you passed the ball, where was he? Perfect. All right, let's do it again. Good job, guys. Good job, Nolan. Way to go. You figured it out. There you go. Thank you. Why?
Because I was
Very nice. Very nice. One more time, and then we'll have a break. Awesome, Nolan. What did we work on Thursday night? Can everyone tell Aiden since he wasn't here? Getting people offsides. Very good. Then. And how did we do that? What was that? We moved up. So we did 2 games. So today, guys, when we're playing in defense, what are we going to do? Move up. Perfect. All right, move up. And on offense, how do you know if you're offsides or not?
Between you and the and even if you're the ball can be
Perfect. So we're going to be all ready to go. Do you remember what law we've been talking about this week?
Oh, offsides.
Okay, do you remember what number that is?
11.
11. Did you see anybody today that used that law to help our team?
Almost everyone.
Okay, how did they do that?
By moving forward.
And what happened when they moved forward?
They got them off sides.
How?
Because they were standing in between them and the goal.
Take it forward. Go get it. Take it forward. Go get it. Take it forward.
He's offside. Great trap, guys. Ben Muir, give it a ride.
Recover to him. Get ready, Gordon. By a mile he is. Great trap. Great trap.
So here are a few of my reflections around my lesson plan and this lesson plan recreation design. In general, I thought it went pretty well. I obviously have a couple of strengths and a number of weaknesses, as we all do. And what I'd really like to touch on is that what came out for me was one of the things that worked well in my lesson was one of the strengths that I have as an instructor. And in this case, it happened to do with the thorough understanding of the subject matter. This allows me the ability to answer a wide range of questions, set up a number of different types of scenarios, all of which are already around the idea of this law and what I was trying to teach my students. And without this skill, I think this lesson could easily fall right back into more of a cookbook style of presentation. Here's how you do it, step 1, step 2, step 3. And although that may get you to where you want to go of learning the objective, it does make for a rather thin presentation and certainly thin knowledge base for the students. On the weakness side, what came out was watching the videos was I just generally need to allow my students more time to come up with their answers. Not be too overeager to guide or redirect them too quickly. One of the drawbacks of using this coaching style example for my teaching is it tends to fall mainly in this behaviorist mold, or certainly it's easy to fall into that mold. And that can often stifle a more experimental approach to learning skills around both tactics and strategy, especially for the young kids. I think that the students that I found were the most successful in this lesson were, first of all, those that had played the sport before. And within that group, a student that had come with a family or an older sibling that's tried to help educate them or give them a little tips or hints here about the game. I don't think athletic ability is necessarily a prerequisite for success in this learning, this skill. But it does help you understand a little bit more about how the game works and how to anticipate things. I do think those students that like to play games and like to understand that there's more than just running in athletic adventures did pick up pretty well on using this skill as a tactic. I thought that my students were able to execute the skills in the various different scenarios that I painted for them on the different platforms, whether it was an iPad or playing with old antique toys, as they would say, and certainly out in the field. However, really the best outcome to demonstrate this skill is if they can do it during real time in a real game situation. So ultimately, the best way to do this plan is to be able to set up live game scrimmages with the referee so that when a rule violation takes place, the instructor, in this case the coach, can stop, correct things right away, give direct feedback, give positive feedback, and even create small scenarios where we can set up some learning on various different types of strategy. In general, I think I do a pretty good job of trying to combine most of the theories. I'd like to work more towards this social cultural focus because I enjoy that type of intellectual understanding for most of my students. But I do recognize in myself, especially watching these videos, that I need to make sure that I allow the students time and give them patience to learn and not allow my enthusiasm to kind of overpower the situation they're in. All in all, I think it went well, and I certainly enjoyed the process. It was very eye-opening. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Gordon Shining, and I just had a great soccer game.